in the news this week is that Miss America is turning 100 years old. And on the line with us now is CEO of Miss America, Shantel Krebs. Shantel, welcome to KFGO Radio.
Well, hello, Amy and JJ. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, so tell us, you're the CEO of Miss America. It turns 100 years old. It's time for a little refresh, don't you think?
Absolutely. Reinvigorating is what we call that. But just think of the impact that Miss America has had for the last 100 years. And I want to just touch on that because we've always made changes and we've always transformed and pivoted throughout the years because we wouldn't be around if we hadn't. But just think, back in 1921, well, it all began on September 8th, 1921. So tomorrow is our 100th anniversary date. Miss America has been one of the most recognized household names and brands. It's been at the center of all national trends, social movements. And our Miss Americas and the candidates that compete have been out educating and advocating for issues for 100 years. Going back to 1926 when our first Native American Heritage Miss America was crowned to 1945 when we awarded our first scholarship of $5,000. Now, Amy, JJ, you know how much we award a year in scholarships? $5 million.
Whoa,
$5 million
man.
a year. So that is how we've transformed and pivoted to make sure women are relevant. And that's what's important is that right now, again, for our next 100 years, we are launching that timely new initiative that focuses on the mission to define women's wellness as being based on optimal health rather than physical appearance. We are no longer judging on the physical beauty or outer beauty of a candidate. We are focusing on, of course, what they always stand for, what they stand up to believe, what they're going for as far as goals. So we take and move from women's wellness from the appearance to performance. And how we're doing that is that we're partnering with a science-backed nutrition. It's a fitness and mindset program that SANESolution, endorsed by Harvard medical doctors, are providing a platform for the candidates to learn and utilize. And again, it's been endorsed by top docs at Harvard Medical School. And the SANESolution and then the documentary Better that debuted in the top 3 in iTunes last month, that actually is our guidance for our candidates to be able to understand that women's wellness is not about appearance, but it's performance, and that we are getting the support by Harvard docs, and that we as an organization need to make sure and deliver that our candidates, really, it includes everybody, meaning everybody can achieve greatness as we pursue the mission of Miss America, which is preparing great women for the world and the world for great women. That is what the next 100 years of Miss America looks like.
I mean, I love to hear that tradition. I think it's good. I think we should celebrate strong, intelligent women rather than based on their appearance. So, I mean, I love the transition. I think it's great. I think it's empowering. I think it's exactly where a company like Miss America should go, is to be inclusive and understanding that women are so much more than what they look like. And because I think Miss America as a brand has done a lot for a lot of women over the years. I know several people that have been involved in the organization and competed, and they have found a lot of success because of it. You know, they've been awarded scholarships and they've had opportunities that they wouldn't normally have. What does it look like from the competition side? Because those people that are not involved with Miss America, really all they know it as is a beauty pageant.
Yes, and I'm so glad you asked that question, Amy. You're very versed and understand that because a lot of people only see it one time a year on TV, and it's, they think it's a pageant. We no longer use the word pageant. It is now a competition because they compete, they're candidates competing for a job. It's like reality TV. They're competing for a one-year job, and what that means for competition is that we still are looking at what your inner beauty is, meaning saying, how is that interview? Are you able to answer difficult questions and tell them and express your interest and your concerns? That is the interview portion. We have the talent competition. Of course, Miss America was really the first reality TV show with the talent version. We had talent competition in 1935. We started this long before the day of today's talent reality shows. So it's the talent competition, the interviews. The interviews, of course, are very difficult. The behind the scenes in the personal interview as well as out and on stage. And then, of course, we're also going to be asking them on stage questions of how do they handle that pressure of going in front of an audience and be able to ask difficult questions like being on the show with Amy and JJ. And then, of course, red carpet, meaning can they walk in and carry confidently the presence of communicating that women are strong and they can handle any situation. That's what the competition is today. And they are competing for a job. And this is a competition now. They're candidates for a job. It's no longer pageantry.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting. And so Miss America, Miss USA, you're different organizations, right? That might be a silly question, but I think to most of us, it all kind of seems the same.
Oh, so glad you asked that, Amy. It's so true. We're just very different. The Miss America organization has the talent competition. Of course, our primary focus is the interview portion and, again, the difficult questions, the interface phase, the on-stage interviews, and the talent competition. The other competition or the other maybe what we call pageants out there don't have that talent competition. It's very different. And so it displays women's goals. We focus on career development. So we're asking them on stage, what is your mission? What's your social impact initiative? What cause are you going to advocate? And many of these young ladies have websites. They've raised money. They've donated thousands of hours. What are they doing? And what's going to be their goal? We're actually asking them to provide strategic business plans, measurables that mark how are they going to achieve those in 1 year. It's a job interview, and that's the difference between the Miss America organization. We're helping young ladies walk away with skills of professional development that they can use in the classroom, to the boardroom, or whatever they may need in their future as they go and interview for that job that they want. And then pay off college education. You know, women carry the majority of the debt for college. Miss America, by awarding $5 million in scholarships a year, is helping alleviate that debt. So for Amy, if you and JB, for young ladies out there that are worried about going to school and don't know how they're going to pay for it, or families, encourage them to compete in the Miss America program because they're going to get a skill set that no other nonprofit program, a women's empowerment group can offer.
Shantel, let me ask you about, 100 years for Miss America. How does that circle complete itself? Do you have previous winners who are coming back and helping lead the charge going into the future?
Oh, absolutely. We have an advisory board. Of course, our Miss America board has a board of directors, has our Forever Miss Americas that serve on it. And then, of course, we get input from the Forevers. We also reach out. We call them Forever Miss because we also reach out to our state leadership. So like in the state of North Dakota, you have volunteers that run that. We're asking for them, how do you see changes? What would you suggest moving forward? So there's the input. We have regional meetings, leadership meetings that we say, how do we move forward and make sure that we're still relevant? Everybody says, is Miss America relevant? Absolutely. And things and programs that we just talked about where we're focusing and taking away that physical beauty and the judging component, why are we judging that? That's just a facade. Let's get to know these young ladies and make sure that the modern wellness is how do they take care of themselves? We as women have a lot on their plate. How are they going to be performing in their day-to-day activities? And this is why we're partnering with Jonathan Bailor and the SANESolution, which is endorsed by Harvard medical doctors, that allows us to say we take care of ourselves and our bodies so that we can complete our mission. What do we want to accomplish as women, whether it be just a day's activity or a year's goal or a lifetime goal? That's how we transpire change and how we're pivoting. It's evidence-based, and it's women making sure they feel confident moving forward.
Shantel Krebs is the CEO of Miss America. They're turning 100 years old tomorrow with some big changes, some celebrated changes, I think, by a lot of people. Shantel, thank you so much for being with us here on KFGO. We appreciate your time today.
Well, my pleasure, Amy. JJ, again, wonderful that have great support from the state of North Dakota. We thanks for having us on, and make sure to tune in soon for Miss America competition live in December.
Sounds good. We will. Thank you.